as for the demos, I did all of them. I totally hogged the PlayStation VR. I did the one where you're in a shark tank and you go all the way down into the ocean, all the way down, and there's all this stuff around. And I did the other one where you're in the heist and you shoot people. I did the horror one. It was called The Kitchen.
Well, we all went as a group to the Sony headquarters to have a go at the Morpheus. Well, now it's called PlayStation VR now. I actually played a game called The Deep, which involved me, I guess, jumping into a cage, going down to the ocean as a scuba diver, and looking at something. I guess, going ahead, just kind of checking out some of the animals down there and whatnot, and kind of getting attacked by sharks and stuff, the usual.
I played the London Heist demo for the Sony VR. Pretty much, as you can see, I was sitting down, I had the two Move controllers and the headset and the headphones, and in the game I was in the car. So pretty much you get to look around the car, you get to play with the radio, it's pretty fun. Until people start shooting at you, as they do in video games. You get handed a gun and the rest of it's just this crazy shootout. So with the two controllers, it's really cool. You can swap your gun between your hands. We've just got the trigger buttons, which pretty much is the everything button. But you also have to manually reload the gun, which is this kind of action, which actually feels really good, it feels really intuitive. So yeah, it was a really fun experience.
I want to talk about The Deep, alright? Because I know if someone else has talked about The Deep, I'm sorry. But The Deep, oh my god. So, PlayStation VR has the PlayStation Eye connected to it. So you have this space where it registers your body position and it allows you to move around in that space. Obviously it's limited, but anyways, perfect for being in a shark tank because a shark tank is a limited space. So you're going down into the deep. You're in this little space. You go all the way down, the water's there, it's terrifying, and then a shark comes, and then a shark moves around, and you think the shark is there because the VR is just really responsive and really good, and I'm just like, shit, where's the shark? Then the shark bumps the door off of your cage, and you can literally do this. Oh my god, I can see right down. And I'm like, what the fuck? The door is gone! And it's hard to explain without actually doing it because the level of immersion, and I know that word immersion sucks, but it's the only real word to describe it. You feel like you're inside this space and your fucking cage door is off and there's a shark there. So I'm legitimately bricking it. I'm shitting myself. And then this shark comes back around and you're like, fuck, this shark's coming. And you're like, and because you're contained in this cage, it makes sense that you can only move this certain amount of space, and you're just like, it was just so interesting and so legitimately terrifying.
Definitely could see myself buying one and using it as one of my main gameplay avenues. It's sort of thing. It's definitely more geared towards short bursts of gaming, so I think they're going to have to change the way they make games in a way. It's going to be more about DLC size content, not big sprawling 60-hour games. It's going to have to be games that kind of last the same amount of time as a movie, I think, to really work.
The weirdest thing with VR and motion sickness, I don't get motion sickness at all from anything, but when you're sitting in the car, the weirdest thing is when the car goes around a big corner and you expect some kind of movement, but there's nothing at all, and you find your body actually does the movement for you because it's just anticipating it. So yeah, in that way it was really bizarre, but yeah, fun.
Look, I didn't get motion sickness from it, from this time, but my eyes actually did water uncontrollably when I was at E3 playing some shooting game or whatnot. It all got really misty and I just started weeping for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's something that other people would experience as well because I have a bit of photosensitivity.
I mean, I'm going to buy one. That's just the kind of thing I'm into. I love VR and I feel like it should be the future. I feel like the problems are many and varied and difficult to overcome, but I'm sort of willing to take a step in and sort of go with it and just in all its clumsiness. I'm kind of really excited about it. My worry is that it's never going to be mainstream because of all those problems, but for me personally, I love VR and I love PlayStation VR. I mean, it's probably one of the best VR experiences I've had so far.
I would actually like to use it in my own home, provided that maybe they can, fix up the wiring a bit, because it's just like, it's a really long cable that you kind of drag around, and sometimes you kind of get lost in the world that you're in when you're wearing the headset, and you forget that there are actually wires, and you will be kind of running around and you will trip over them.
It was definitely really fun. I don't know if I want to play it like long term, like it's the kind of thing that you sit down and you do for 10 minutes. You're like, yeah, this is really cool. It was a good experience. Not sure if I'd buy it, but I think it definitely has potential.